Hi, Trevor here, reflecting on life through music. Welcome and thank you for stopping by. It's fantastic you are here. Well, I trust you enjoyed my last video on Aussie larrikin Colin Buchanan. And through his song, Have You Seen My Holy Saviour, we looked at the fact that how good is it to have peace through sorrow and anger and all the rest of it, that it is something that we can all have. So I trust you found that one an encouragement. We're going on to a bunch of guys that were formed, I'm thinking, around 1993 in Georgia, USA. We've got Ed, Ross, Dean, Will and Shane at the start, and a few others joined a little bit later, as was the case with bands that have been around for as long as these guys have, because they're actually still going. The guys we're talking about are Collective Soul. Now, between 1994 and 2019, they've released 10 studio albums, 23 videos, 38 singles, and there's a live album in there as well. Very much put these guys in the hard rock genre. They just got a way of writing lyrics that get us to think, though, and lyrics that just kind of captivate us. They're a little bit mysterious, and we think, oh, what's this song about? It's just, well, I want to know more. So this way that we're going today. 10 million albums sold, 2,000 live shows. So these guys are prolific tourists, and 7 #1 singles. So Collective Soul today. Now, you cannot talk about Collective Soul without talking about one song in particular. This pretty much launched them into international stardom when this song came out, and it's certainly the song where I met Collective Soul, that is for sure. In fact, I was in the band a few years back, and this is one of the songs that we did. There was just something about it that we liked, that is for sure. And this is this song, Shine. This came off the Hints, Allegations and Things Left Unsaid album from 1994, which was actually their first album before they got signed. But Atlantic Records, who signed them, thought, man, this is just there's a really good song here. We're just going to release it. So they didn't actually do any more mixing or producing. They just re-released it as the first album. So there we go. One of the lines in this song is, heaven let your light shine down, all about love, really. And it was interesting when you mention the word heaven, and people think, oh, Collective Soul, a Christian band. Well, no, it's been categorically said that Led Zeppelin have got Stairway to Heaven. Are they a Christian band? No, but I think most musicians do get confronted or do think about this concept of heaven, and the fact that this perhaps there's more to life than just what we see. And heaven's just a really good analogy for people to think about. So this world is an interesting place. It can be quite sad at times. We think, oh my goodness, why is life the way it is? Why is the world the way it is? Why can't we just get on with each other? We just seem to not be able to do it. And so we shoot prayers up to whoever, where it might be God or the universe or whatever it is, and say, oh, come on, something needs to change here. Well, I think there's an interesting question to go along with that, shooting words up into wherever. How's the change going to happen? Or in the case of this song by Shine, where is the light shining down going to come from? Do you think there's just going to be some like magical big ray of light from above that shines down, and the world just looks up and it just magically changes? Well, no. Because as human beings, we have this thing called free will. So we can make the choices that we make, and we can do the things that we do, knowing that that's kind of respected by the world at the same time. But where's this heaven let your light shine down light going to come from? Well, if it's not going to come from this big massive ray of light above, it's going to have to come from somewhere else. You might know where I'm going with this, because this song is called Shine. Who is shining? The encouragement I believe in this song is it's to the one who is listening to this song to let their light shine into this world. There's plenty of darkness in the world, right? There's plenty of things in this world which are a bit strange. There needs to be an equal number of people who are trying to make positive differences in this world, trying to help our fellow man, trying to get alongside those who are hungry, those who just are struggling with life, mental health, the whole thing. The light that this world desperately needs, is you, me, us. And we're all in this together. It's as if there is enough of us wanting to be the heaven letting the light shine down in this world. Well, then maybe the world might change. It seems to me like the world is more tipped towards the darkness at the moment. It prefers that. It's actually easier because we can hide in darkness and pretend like it's all okay. Light actually exposes stuff. And so there's a bit of reluctance of the world to want to be exposed. But the world can't keep going the way that it is. It's spiraling out of control very much, and there's going to have to be a really strong act of will to actually change that. Whenever there's a crisis, and most of the crises at the moment seem to be conflict, people get displaced in the conflict situations. The United Nations jumps in there with a humanitarian arm and actually brings much needed supplies, food, medicine, protection, school, the whole thing. They're needing about $4 billion a year at the moment to be able to do that, because these are crises that are sustained. They're not like a little thing and then it goes. They're a sustained crisis, just keeping on going and going and going. We're living in unprecedented times of sustained disaster situations at the moment. But in our small part of the world, and we all live in a small part of the world, we all can look around us and we can see the people that we know, the people that we see, the people we might see on the street, whatever we see, we can choose not to no longer walk past people, but to engage with people. You may not have any money to give someone, but you might have a smile or a hello, or can I buy you a coffee or something like that instead. The person will remember you because of that. They'll think, oh, that night that person was nice and they kind of made a bit of an effort. There are lonely people all through our streets. You only have to go a few houses from where you are and there'll be someone lonely. But when we're living in our houses and I'm as bad as anybody else, surrounded by our fences. I don't have a fence out onto the street. But, you know, we don't know what's going on around us really. If we want to be light in this world, perhaps we need to start finding out what is going on around us so we can actually be that light to other people. Or it could be you get involved in a cause of some sort. Or, you know, when the request for money comes in, you just might give a $5 donation. Just do something. But what Shine is saying, you are the ones to shine, and the world needs you to shine more than ever before. This is the challenge of this song today. This song is a rock anthem. It's very confronting when you listen to the sincerity and the passion of this song. You think, oh man, I really need to act after hearing a song such as this one. And I think this is what Collective Soul were trying to do when they released this song, was just try and, hey guys, in an era where it was all a bit dark and grungy, yes, we are a bit grungy, but we also want to bring some light into our lyrics at the same time. And because of that, the world was hanging out for such a song like this one, and that is why it became such a successful song for these guys. So the challenge for all of us today is, how can we be light? How can our light shine for our small part of the world to see? These sort of things aren't being said to make you feel guilty though, right? These things are being said just to sort of make us all aware, including myself, that the world needs us desperately to shine and to bring light into this world. Well, on to the clips today, and we have to have shine. We've, as again, of the Hints, Allegations and Things Left Unsaid album from 1994. This was their first album. And we've got the official clip, and you can basically see the audience in this particular clip going from being quite, whatever, to kind of really warming to what the song was saying. So there's the official clip, because it really tells the story quite well, I'm thinking. We've also got a live version of this one taken from a Woodstock concert around 1994, I'm thinking, somewhere around there. If I got the date wrong, it was the Woodstock Revisited concert. And yeah, people just know this song. It goes da 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 da. Yeah, it's that one. All right, so you'll hear it and think, yep, yeah, there we go. Really, what they're saying is, yeah, let's all let our light shine. We then got the song Heavy. This came off the album Dosage from 1999. This is basically a clip inside Howard Stern's studio, but it is absolutely live. That's why I picked this particular clip, because you get to see how good these guys actually are when they come together. So that we've got Heavy there. We've also got The World I Know. This came off the self-titled album of 1995, and this album went 3 times platinum. Now, The World I Know very much follows on from Shine in lots of ways. It talks about the fact that around us there are very, very lonely people, and the world is starting to get to us a bit, guys. And this is a story of a guy who just really can't take it anymore, and the lengths that he goes to try and escape. But there's a good message at the end, that is for sure. Such a compelling song, this one, and really makes you think about the world we live in, and the fact that if we do let our light shine, we can bring hope to the world. So that one's there as well. And so the links to those 4 clips are in the description below. So feel free to click on them and have a bit of a look at the Collective Soul in all of their awesome power rock anthems that they do, that is for sure. And I've also included my last clip on Colin Buchanan, so if you want to recap on that one, feel free. Well, I really trust this has been an encouragement to all of us today. If you've come back for another video, thank you very much for doing so. It's wonderful that you've come back. If this is your first time to Life Reflections Through Music, welcome to the channel. And I trust it's really been an encouragement to everybody that's been listening today. Well, that's it for today. Next time we're going to go on to a guy, Colton Dixon. We're still working through the C's of my playlist at the moment, so that's where we're headed next time. So until then, I'll catch you around.